Hello, Blizzard fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a Legacy of the Void game between Railgan and washed up noob who is actually KiWiKaKi on the newly formed Legacy of the Void ladder. And I have a special guest with me today, and it is Railgan.
Hello, hello. I'm happy to cast with you today. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to have you along. Railgan is here to provide some insight on this game because he actually played it. And this replay is taking a long time to load. There we go. Alright, so going to introduce the players. In the bottom right of Terraform, the ladder edition, we have the red Zerg player. It is Railgan. And in the top left of Terraform, the ladder edition, we have the blue Protoss player, washed up noob, otherwise known as KiWiKaKi, here on the Legacy of the Void ladder. Alright, so you've played KiWiKaKi more than once. Is there any particular strategy you like to use against him, or what were your thoughts going into this game, Railgan?
Well, I always go for a drone scout in every one of my CVPs, and I know that KiWiKaKi used to go for a lot of Nexus first, and this just so happens to be one of them. So I'm kinda lucky off to a good start, but I just know that he loves doing adept like 4-gate adept pushes of 2 base or sometimes even of 1 base, so he's a really hard opponent.
Oh, and looks like he just threw down a hatchery right in his natural, blocking off that Nexus first. In response, KiWiKaKi gets a forge, gets a gateway. He's going to try to kill that hatch before it can finish, before he can get a creep tumor up. And so what are you looking for here? When do you know when to cancel the hatchery versus when to let it finish?
Well, if he's going Nexus first and doesn't pull probes, I always let it finish, because I want to have creep there so he can't take that base. And I took my own natural, and I'm even going to take my third base, it seems. So I just want to have a lot of I want to have a nice start, and I want to delay his natural as long as I possibly can.
Okay, so it looks like in revenge, he might try to cannon out your natural here. He has a pylon going. You're pulling some probes to deal with that. He's also got a cannon coming up right next to the hatchery in his natural. So it looks like the hatchery is going to finish, though, before the cannon can kill it, obviously. So what is the first thing you want to build out of that hatchery?
Either I build a queen out of it, or I build nothing at all, because the point is just to get creep there and to make sure that he doesn't take that expansion for as long as possible. The focus for me was on defending the cannon rush at home, because it's like if he gets up even 1 or 2 cannons, it deals so much damage to me, so I didn't really focus at all on that expansion. I was just happy to see that he didn't expand yet and that my expansion finished.
And yeah, it looks like you're pulling a lot of drones off to kill the cannons that are trying to come up in your natural. It looks like you managed to get every single one of them. So you saved your natural, and yeah, it looks like you're not building anything out of this hatchery. There's now a cannon and a zealot trying to kill it there. So yeah, like you said, you just want to get creep down. You're going to prevent KiWiKaKi from getting that early Nexus. It looks like he did place his Nexus at the 3rd position here. So that's on its way. Are you planning on trying to punish that 3rd, or are you just worried about macroing right now?
Well, I think I should punish that kind of 3rd. I never really played against it before in Legacy, and as you know, the Adept is a very, very strong unit against Zergs, against Zerglings, and I have no gas, so it would take me a long time to get Ling speed out, so it's hard for me to punish that 3rd, the Fling only. But I should have, or could have tried.
Yeah, I see just now getting gas here at your natural, 2 extractors being taken. You're now taking your 3rd base. And the natural, or I guess the 3rd base of KiWiKaKi is just about finished as well. It's going to be a long time before you can plant at the natural. I can see the benefit of putting the hatchery down at that position, just because, you know, it means a long time before that base can get up, delayed income. It's probably worth a 300 mineral investment for sure.
Yeah, but it only really works against Nexus first, because otherwise he can just chrono out 1 or 2 zealots and kill the base before it even finishes. But he can't do that if he goes for a Nexus first, because he has no buildings, so he either has to pull probes or deal with it otherwise.
Okay. Looks like you did send a couple slowlings over to try to harass the 3rd base. You did kill a probe. I think that was nice, but you lost both of your lings there, and now he is saturating up this 3rd base. Is not really teched up at this point. Oh, there we go. Now he's going for a Stargate. So is that something you would expect, is to see a Stargate off of what you've done so far?
To be honest, in Legacy of the Void, everything is so scary. The Immortal pushes with Adepts are scary. The Stargate techs with one Oracle into Void Ray are scary. And I know KiWiKaKi, in 100% of his games, he goes for a Stargate. So, but this was one of the earlier games that I played against him, so I wasn't sure what to expect of him. But nowadays I know KiWiKaKi, it's Adept, Void Ray.
All right, so that's probably what we're going to see here then. It looks like he doesn't have any... Oh, he does have 2 Adepts. Where are they? There's a probe coming across the map. Ah, the Adepts are at the 3rd base just playing defense against any Lings that want to try to come and get in here. Also, the Mothership Core is here to defend this 3rd base as well, just because it is so wide open with those 2 ramps leading up to it. It's just a really good target for Roach attacks and Ling attacks, and KiWiKaKi does not want that to fall for sure, especially because he still doesn't have his natural here. Oh, there we go. And just as I say that, he goes ahead and starts the Nexus there. Your 3rd base is up and running, though, so it looks like you're in a pretty good economic position against KiWiKaKi right now.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, my lair is pretty late, and I went for +1/+1 on circlings because I like to go for a circling heavy style. Most protests don't expect it nowadays because the Adept does so well, but if you upgrade the circlings, they do really well against the Adepts as long as they don't get upgraded massively.
Okay, so it looks like you're bringing in the Lings. You just kind of poked in the 3rd. Didn't really see anything that you liked there. Kind of poked at the 2nd, at the natural. Again, that was walled off pretty tight there with the Sentries and the Zealot, and just kind of pulled him out again. So you pretty much saw you didn't have a good opportunity to do much damage. There's really no reason to throw away those Speedlings. You're just kind of using them for map control right now. Is that right?
Yeah, I just want to I want to put some pressure on him, keep him honest, try to see if I can get any information. What is his tech? Can I see any Mortal, an Observer, or anything like that? And the problem of my build is that I took my gas really late. Before 6 minutes, I only had 2 gas, so my tech is really delayed.
Yeah, I can see that. The lair is finished now, but it looks like you're not choosing anything in particular for your tech. You have 2 evolution chambers. Getting those upgrades is really good, but you just have Lings right now. So, yeah, like a big Adept push might be a problem for you. Well, they do have those upgrades, which is nice. Looks like KiWiKaKi is pretty content just to sit back and kind of macro. He's making 3 probes at a time. He's getting the +1 ground weapons for Protoss, as well as another cannon. So he's worried about something.
Yeah, well, he does not know what to expect from me either. He only sees Lings.
Right.
Well, if he sees mass Lings, it could be anything. It could be a fast hive. It could be Mutalisks. So he's just trying to get information as well.
Right. So your Lings did finally commit to come in here and try to take down this 3rd base. They get the cannon. That's a nice pickup. Photon Overcharge does show up, though, and chase your Lings away. The Void Rays are sitting just outside the creep between your 3rd and your 4th bases. I think you can see that. Yes, you can see both of those Void Rays. The Queens come over to shoo them away. 2 Queens versus 2 Void Rays. Is that a fight that those 2 Queens are going to win every time?
The Queens should win it. As long as it's only 2 Void Rays, and especially if I have a Transfuse, the Queens should win it.
Right, and it looks like you did not quite have a Transfuse, but it was close. One of your Queens had about 45 energy, so yeah, I think that would have gone pretty well for you. I think KiWiKaKi knew that. Now it looks like he's just Overlord hunting, coming around trying to kill your supply off, which is kind of annoying. You don't have any Overlords across the map, though, so not much for him to do there. It looks like you're putting Spore Crawlers in all of your bases, which is really good against these Void Rays. Ah, and there's the Spire, as well as a Hydralisk Den. So is it a Mutalisk, Hydralisk play here?
Well, my general style is to get Lings upgraded, add in Hydralisks so I can deal with the Void Rays, and then try to tech up to the Hive so I can get the Ultralisks out. Back here, my style is still flawed because nowadays I know that I can't deal with Adepts with pure Lings. Actually, I need Banelings, which is pretty funny because usually you don't build Banelings against Protoss.
Right.
And the Hydralisks are really good against the Void Rays, and they also do well with Adepts as long as the Adepts don't attack them directly.
Okay, that makes sense. Creep spread is looking pretty good. You have both the north and the south paths pretty well creeped out, the center path as well. And yeah, I got 4 creep tumors going across the top there. That's really nice. That's going to spread very quickly. And yeah, I just love creep spread. I'm sure you've heard my casts, and I always talk about how much that I love it. So, all right. So you have +2 Carapace right now for the Zerglings and the Hydralisks. You have some Corruptors. Do you like Corruptor against Void Ray?
No, corruptors are absolutely useless against Voidray, and I have no idea whatsoever why I decided to build corruptors. I know that I like to go for Broodlords in the late game, but as I said, this was one of the earlier games and it was chaos. It was on the first day of the ladder, I think.
Yeah, just not quite sure what to expect. It
Yeah,
looks like
but,
you're doing... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, look at the top. There is now a drop going.
Yes.
And Protoss has a lot of trouble dealing with upgraded links. Like, the only way he can actually clear them up nicely is if he either uses Void Rays or DTs. And as it seems, his Void Rays are getting pulled out of position and DTs are far away. So you'll see some damage.
Yeah, so I'm excited for this. Not really much to deal with these Lings. They are dropping on in. They do have the +2 Carapace upgrade, as well as +1 or +2 attack as well. So the cannon dies immediately. Lings going after pylons, surrounding an adept that just got warped on in. The responding Void Rays show up and clean up most of the Lings fairly quickly, killing another probe, trying to get these probes on the gas, doing a good job of it. Lings are trying to run away, but getting hunted down by those Lings. A lot of probes have died there. How many total? 12 probes have died now for KiWiKaKi. It is 77 to 67 Harvester. So yeah, pretty effective attack. Did you hope to do more damage, or was that pretty much what you expected?
Well, I'm just trying to trade away minerals, because if you look at my bank, you see that I have more than enough minerals. I'm not maxed out yet because I'm waiting for my Ultralisk cavern to finish so I can get all the tech out. But I just want to get rid of my minerals in a way that I don't just lose them. So any damage I do, any time that I can buy, it's good for me.
Just gravy. Yeah, I love Ultralisks. Looks like you're making some Vipers as well, getting adrenal glands for your Zerglings. So, looks like an Ultraling Viper Hydra composition here.
I'm getting everything.
Yeah, pretty much everything. You have a Lurker Den as well. I don't know if you actually have any Lurkers, though. Nope.
Nah.
Nope, not yet. Not at this point in the game. So, yeah, just creep spreading at this point. KiWiKaKi's up to 4 bases. And to match your 4 bases, actually 5 bases now, you did just get your 5th base here at one of these weird places, kind of in the middle of the map, where you can be attacked from the backside, kind of a risky place to go.
Yeah, I expect the Protoss to take the north base, which he is taking now, which is why I'm trying to spread creep there as fast as I can, so I can contest the base and defend my own bases, because I really want that gold base, but it's hard to get up. So I'm trying to stop him from getting that north base. My creep was a little bit too slow, but I still managed to kill it, it seems.
Yeah, the Lings came right in there. They're probably going to force a cancel. Yep, there's the cancel on the Nexus. Creep Tumors now preventing a new Nexus from going down. That's really nice. Oh, the Disruptors are here, though, with their new model. Man, Disruptors are good. I mean, I guess Lings are fast enough to dodge the Disruptors, so probably a pretty good unit choice. And Ultras, too, don't actually die to Disruptors, so probably the Ling Ultra is a good composition to use against those units.
Well, I'm not really scared of the Disruptors, to be honest, with my Ling Hydra Ultralist composition.
No, definitely not.
I think a fight's about to happen, so let's see.
So it looks like pushing in with Void Rays, with Immortals, with Adepts in the front line. Railgun actually going for it, getting a good surround here. The Void Rays killing what they can, but man, Ultra is just tearing into those Adepts. KiWiKaKi backing up just a little bit. Blinding Cloud going down as well, just kind of missing the mark just a little bit, but no big deal. The Ultras do have that +7 up armor right now, +3 attack. They're just tearing apart all of these Adepts. These Stalkers are going down as well. The Hydra just sitting in the back, killing everything. It's a very close battle. It looks like KiWiKaKi is pushing here, though, across the map. Reinforcing Lings should be enough to help with the Hydras to get rid of the rest of this army from KiWiKaKi. Yeah, we're using Barrier on the Immortals, but they're getting torn down by those Lings with that Adrenal Gland upgrade. Again, just continuing to push with these upgraded Lings. They are +3/+3, making them extremely efficient. Hydra's killing stuff as well. KiWiKaKi maybe actually regrets bringing in reinforcements here. He lost most of them. Stalkers going down as well. These Lings refusing to die. The forward pylon going down. Railgun backing up just a little bit back to the safety of the creep. He likes having that speed bonus. And yeah, I don't know why would you keep warping in Adepts against this composition? I mean, they don't do a whole lot of damage against Ultralisks for sure.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he needs the Adepts to deal with the Lings and Hydralisks, but my Lings are so well upgraded that he is having trouble against them. And if you paid close attention in the fight, he killed like 20 Hydralisks with a single Disruptor. So that's why I lost that fight so bad. Like, all my Hydralisks were clumped and they didn't pay that much attention, so they all just exploded.
I gotcha. So the disruptors did actually pay for themselves just a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, but at this point, the Protoss is pretty much, well, he's beaten because he can't actually deal with the Ultralisks. Like, he has no way to deal with Ultralisks except if he goes for mass Void Rays or Carriers, and he has neither of those.
Are the Immortals not a good answer to the Ultralisks in Legacy of the Void?
No, the barrier got changed, so Immortals no longer take no damage from Ultralisks while also killing them. They now kill the Ultralisks, but they take a lot of damage.
Ah, I see.
So, and you used to also use like Stalkers to deal damage to Ultralisks, but the armor makes them so much stronger now. And here he comes again.
Yeah, just
coming. And the Hydralisk, boom! Like 15 Hydralisks down.
Yeah, a lot of dead Hydralisks there. But again, the Ultra's just refusing to die at the top here. Adepts trying to kill them as best they can, but not doing hardly any damage to them whatsoever. Barrier coming up on those Immortals, but like you said, they really take a lot of damage from those Ultras. A bunch of the Ultras are actually dead. There's only one left here. He has 7 kills, but the Nexus is dead as well. KiWiKaKi is down to 4 bases. Is he long distance mining? He is long distance mining. The Nexus has finished though. We should probably check that. Here at the gold base.
That's a bug that happens. Like the props always work from the wrong spot. It's also the same for my drones if you look.
Oh yeah, they're coming. What is going on? Why? That's a problem. Yeah. They need to fix that as soon as possible.
Yeah, well, you have to rally them manually.
Oh.
Brute War style.
Yeah, yeah.
And here actually some lurkers are getting morphed.
Yep, it looks like they're gonna might finish before this army comes in, but I don't know. The Ultras are trying to buy them some time, getting on top of these Archons. Woo, getting melted down actually a little bit. That was a lot of Immortals taking down those Ultras. A Broodlord here as well, getting sniped down by the Stalkers. Do we actually get some Lurkers? We get some Lurkers, yes. Lings coming around from the backside too, cleaning up so many of those Immortals. The Lurkers going to town. They have +2 upgrades. All the Immortals are dead. All the Adepts are dead. Stalkers are dead as well. Railgun manages to defend his gold base. More Adepts coming in. The Lings getting the surround. But yeah, I mean, this Ling Ultra composition is just really tough for KiWiKaKi to deal with right now. Lurkers sitting behind the mineral line at this weirdly placed base, trying to kill what they can. There's pretty much just an assimilator though, and burrowing these Zerglings actually, and then popping them up for a surprise attack, allowing the Ultralisks to get in there too for the full surround. These Adepts are just dying left and right. Stalkers getting killed as well, exploding, pieces of them flying everywhere, morphing in more Broodlords. Yeah, this is the everything game for Railgun. More Lings coming into this gold base. It is entirely undefended. They kill so many probes, and that's it. Washed up noob KiWiKaKi calls the GG, and Railgun is victorious. So wow, pretty good victory there. About 17 minutes in game time, and I actually forgot to start my stopwatch. I'm not sure how long that was in real time, but maybe pretty close. I don't know. I'll have to pay more attention to the next one. So yeah, good game. Like I said, it's kind of the everything in the kitchen sink game for you. You had, I mean, Lings, Ultras, Hydras, Lurkers, Overseers, and Viper. I mean, I said Vipers already, right? But yeah,
Broodlords, everything. Yeah,
Broodlords, very fun. Okay,
yeah, it's just the hard part is just getting there. Once you get there, it's kind of like you comfortably drive to the win, unless the Protoss goes mass Skytos, in which case you have to pray for him to fuck up. But well, you just try, I guess.
Pray to Kerrigan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 33 probes died for him in that game. That was a lot of dead workers. You lost a single drone. That's pretty good. That's some good control there. All right. Anything else you want to say about the game?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, I had a lucky early start, got ahead, and managed to drive safely into the mid game. He didn't harass me much, and I think he was pretty inexperienced at this point as well, so it wasn't the best game for both of us, but I'm glad I won it.
Excellent. Okay, well, this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another Daily Blizzard upload, joined today by Railgun. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe to catch more Daily Blizzard uploads, including Legacy of the Void, every single day of the week. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all at /Falcon Paladin. You can find Railgun at Railgan SC2.
On Twitter, I think it's Railgan QT.
Railgun QT, yeah.
Yeah, and well, I also have like on Twitch you can find me on Railgan, and on YouTube at Railgan Plays.
Railgan
If you're
Plays.
into that.
All right. Easy enough. Okay, so again, thank you so much for watching, everybody. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.